Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 11 of the chapter surface areas and volumes. In this part 11, we will do discussion of the homework given in our part 10 and later we will go for learning surface area of a cone. Yesterday I gave you homework question number 8 of the exercise 13.6. In this question, a patient in a hospital is given a soup daily in a cylindrical bowl of diameter 7 centimeter. If the bowl is filled with soup to a height of 4 centimeter, that means here in a bowl which is of cylindrical shape, we have only to height 4 centimeter only that soup is available. This is 4 centimeter. Base radius is given as 7 centimeter. Sorry, base diameter is 7 centimeter, therefore base radius becomes 7/2 centimeter. If the bowl is filled with soup of height 4 centimeter, how much soup the hospital has to prepare daily to serve 250 patients? Here it is something related to the volume of the concept. Why? Because how much is the volume of the soup? If you want to find volume of the soup, obviously the soup is taking the shape of the cylinder, isn't it? So volume of the soup present in cylindrical bowl is to be found, isn't it? And that is with the formula pi r square h, where r is 7/2 centimeters and h is 4 centimeters. With that, by substitution of pi value 22/7, r 7/2 into 7/2 into height 4, here 2 get cancels, these 2's will go with 4. Now here I have 22 sevens are 154 centimeter cube being the volume of the soup given for one patient, given for one patient. So I have found how much is required for one patient. Now try to understand here centimeter cube, can I convert it into capacities such as liquids? Here soup is a liquid. You know 1 centimeter cube is 1 ml. With that I can say it is 154 mLs of soup is supplied per patient. Therefore, the quantity of soup given per patient is 154 ml. Now I have to supply for 250 patients, that hospital has to supply for 250 patients, then we will find out. Therefore, the quantity of soup to be prepared for 250 patients is equal to 154 ml per patient into 250 patients. Now this product if you find out, it will be 38500 ml, which is 38,500 ml. In terms of liters, it becomes 38.5 liters. You know, 1000 ml is 1000 ml is equals to 1 liter we have used. Okay, with that I will solve this question. Okay, now moving on to the another important topic, surface areas of a right circular cone. What is this right circular cone is all about? Children, if we revolve a right-angled triangle about one of its sides by taking other as its axis, okay. Here let us say, here I have got a right angled triangle like this, and I am rotating about this OA, making OB as axis. Then I will get a this shape. This shape gives us, the solid shape gives us right circular cone. Watch it here. In this right circular cone, if I call center of the base, what is the shape of the base? Shape of the base is circle, and center of the base, if I call it as O, and join the top. What is this point? It is a point top, and let us label it as O dash. Then I will get a O dash, which is called as O dash, which we call it as axis of the cone. Why it is called right? Right, because this axis is perpendicular to each and every line segment lying on this circular base. So it is perpendicular to even radius, base radius also. Okay, here R is a radius of the base circle. So here to base radius, this axis definitely must be perpendicular. So that is why it is called right. Why? Because it is forming a right angle. Right. Circular. Why it is called circular? It is because of the base shape. It is a base shape is of circle. So circular cone. Here another we have got this O dash to here, any point on the circumference of this base circle, if I have, joining this AO dash, we normally call it as slant height. So slant height, and length of this axis is called height, and it is labeled as H. Vertical height and labeled as H, slant height labeled as L. Now you have seen here a right angled triangle where O dash, O and A. Between O dash, O and A there is a right angle, and slant height O dash A, O dash is vertical height and OA is base radius. Do you have any relation between H, L and R? Yes. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equals to the sum of the squares of perpendicular legs. So this L square is equals to h square plus r square will come from the Pythagoras theorem. So it's a very important relation. You know here basic terminologies. Cone is called right circular cone because of the base shape as circle, it is called circular cone, and the center of the base circle joined to the point top called axis of the cone, and axis of the cone is perpendicular to the each and every line segment drawn on the base. Therefore, it is perpendicular to the base radius also. That is why it is called right circular cone, and length of this axis is called vertical height, and a line segment joining point up and any point on the circumference of the base circle will be giving you a slant height, and it is labeled as L. Okay? And relation between L, h and r by Pythagoras theorem is L square equals to h square plus r square. With this basic terminologies, watch the following video which is going to be there in the Hindi version, which will help you in understanding most of the things of cone and even surface area of the cone. Okay? For your understanding, this animated video I am showing you.
ये कोन है और ये रहा इस कोन का बेस, जो कि एक सर्कुलर बेस है. ये एक सर्कल है. लेट अस से इस सर्कल का रेडियस है r. ये रहा इस कोन का हाइट, और ये जो लेंथ है, इस लेंथ को इस कोन का स्लैंट हाइट कहा जाता है. चलिए इसे हम L से डिनोट करते हैं. इस कोन का ये जो नीचे वाला हिस्सा है, जो कि इसका सर्कुलर बेस है, वो एक प्लेन सरफेस है, लेकिन ये एक कर्व्ड सरफेस है. इस सरफेस का, इस कर्व्ड सरफेस का एरिया कहा जाता है कि ये बराबर होता है पाई इंटू रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कुलर बेस इंटू द स्लैंट हाइट. पर क्यों? आज के इस वीडियो में हम यही देखेंगे कि कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया ऑफ ए कोन ये पाई आर एल के बराबर क्यों होता है. चलिए इसी कोन को कॉपी कर लेते हैं. थोड़ा छोटा करके कॉपी करते हैं. यहाँ पर यही कोन है, हमारे पास जगह कम है इसीलिए इसे छोटा करके ड्रॉ किया गया. अब हम क्या करेंगे, इस कोन को इस जगह से सीधे हम काट लेंगे, कुछ ऐसे. हमने इसे काट लिया. काटने के बाद अब धीरे धीरे हम इसे खोलेंगे, कुछ इस तरह से हम इसे खोलेंगे. जब हम इसे पूरा खोल लेंगे तो हमें इस तरह का एक सेक्टर मिलेगा. सर्कल का पार्ट होता है सेक्टर. अब यहां पर दो चीजें, एक तो ये वाला लाइन सेगमेंट और ये जो कर्व्ड लाइन सेगमेंट है, इन दोनों का लेंथ कितना होगा, सबसे पहले हमें ये पता करना होगा. ये रहा वो कोन. अब आप गौर से देखें, ये इसका स्लैंट हाइट है. हमने इस कोन को कुछ इसी तरह से काटा था, और जब हम इसे खोलेंगे तो ये जो स्लैंट हाइट है, जो कि हमने माना था L है, वही L है ये वाला लेंथ. ये तो पहली बात हो गई. दूसरी बात, इसका जो बेस है, जो सर्कल है, उस सर्कल का जो सरकमफरेंस है वही इस कर्व्ड लाइन के बराबर होगा. आप ध्यान से देखें, हम अगर इसे यहाँ से काटते हैं, इस तरह से हमने इस कोन को काटा था, तो आप गौर से देखें, ये जो बेस है, बेस का ये जो सर्कल है, ये यहाँ से कटेगा और इस तरह से ये खुल रहा है, ऐसे ये खुल रहा है, जो कि आपको यहाँ पर लाल रंग के यहाँ कर्व्ड लाइन में आपको दिख रहा है. तो ऑब्वियसली चूँकि इसका जो रेडियस है, ये रेडियस r हमने माना था, तो ये जो सर्कल का सरकमफरेंस है, ये सरकमफरेंस कितना होगा, 2 इंटू पाई इंटू आर. हमें पता है सर्कल का सरकमफरेंस होता है 2 इंटू पाई इंटू रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल. ऑब्वियसली ये जो कर्व्ड लाइन है, ये 2 पाई आर के बराबर ही होगा. ओके, अब आप गौर करें कि ये जो है, ये सेक्टर एक सर्कल का पार्ट है. ये रहा वो सर्कल. ये सर्कल कैसा सर्कल होगा? ये सर्कल ऐसा सर्कल होगा जिसका रेडियस होगा L। अब आप देखें, इस सर्कल का एरिया ऑब्वियसली पाई इंटू रेडियस का स्क्वायर होगा। रेडियस कितना होगा इस सर्कल का? L, तो पाई इंटू L स्क्वायर। अब ये जो सेक्टर है, ये जो सेक्टर है, इस सेक्टर का एरिया कितना होगा? ये बराबर होगा एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल इनटू ये जो सेक्टर है, ये सेक्टर इस सर्कल का कितना टाइम्स है? क्या ये हाफ टाइम्स है, दैट मीन 1/2 है, या 1/3 है, या 1/4 है? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स ऑफ दिस सर्कल इज दिस सेक्टर? ये सेक्टर इस सर्कल का कितना टाइम्स है? दैट मीन एरिया ऑफ द सेक्टर is equal to the area of the circle, which is pi L squared into how many times of this circle is this sector. अब ये जो है how many times of this circle is this sector, मतलब सेक्टर इस सर्कल का कितना टाइम्स है, ये हम कैसे पता लगाएंगे? इसके लिए एक ट्रिक देखें। ये जो सर्कल है, इस सर्कल का सरकमफरेंस कितना है? 2 पाई L, 2 इंटू पाई इंटू इस सर्कल का जो रेडियस है वो 2 पाई L। अब ये सेक्टर इस सर्कल का उतना ही टाइम्स होगा, उतना ही गुना होगा जितना गुना की 2 पाई R 2 पाई L का होगा। अगर 2 पाई R 2 पाई L का आधा हुआ तो सेक्टर सर्कल का आधा होगा। अगर 2 पाई R 2 पाई L का 1/3 हुआ तो फिर सेक्टर इस सर्कल का 1/3 होगा। अगर 2 पाई R 2 पाई L का 1/4 हुआ तो फिर ये सेक्टर इस सर्कल का 1/4 होगा। तो फिर इसी चीज को हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं कि पाई L स्क्वायर्ड इंटू 2 पाई R डिवाइडेड बाय 2 पाई L। अब यहां से ये 2 पाई और ये 2 पाई न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर से कैंसिल हो जाएगा और ये डिनोमिनेटर वाला L न्यूमरेटर के एक L को कैंसिल करेगा। बचा क्या? पाई इंटू L इंटू R। इसी को हम पाई इंटू R इंटू इस सेक्टर को बनाया था। दैट मीन इसी सेक्टर को अगर हम मोड़ दे तो ये कोन बनेगा और इसका जो एरिया होगा इस कोन का कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया होगा। तो हम कह सकते हैं कि एक कोन का कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया होता है पाई इंटू R इंटू L। तो आई होप कि वीडियो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल रहा होगा।
Now students, moving on to the, after watching this, reinforcing what we have learnt through this video. Try to observe here, you have learnt reason for curved surface area of a cone as pi RL. Let me show you the same thing with a little more understanding. Here slant height will be the radius of this sector which will be formed when curved surface of a cone is cut and opened. But this sector is part of the circle whose radius is L, because slant height of this cone is acting as the radius of this sector. Obviously to this big circle it will be the radius. Now I will use unitary method to find the area of this sector. How will I find? Means, try to observe when circumference is 2 pi L, that time area is pi L square. I am taking length in one column, area in another column. Okay. When length of this complete circle is 2 pi L, then its area is pi L square. When 1 unit of length of this circle, then area will be pi L square by 2 pi L. Now what will be the the length of this arc, okay, let us take length of the arc of this sector. If I want to find out, here you know circumference of the base of a cone, when it is spread, that only becoming length of the arc, isn't it? So that is result of, that arc is result of when we cut open this circumference of a cone. That means base radius of the cone is acting as the length of the arc. So 2 pi r will be the length of the arc. For that length, it will be, for 1 unit, this much. If I cancel, I will have pi get cancelled, 1 L get cancelled here, you will get L by 2 only. So that L by 2 square units for 1 unit, this many units square will be there, unit square multiplied by 2 pi r. That means area of the sector will be L by 2 into 2 pi r. This 2 get cancels, L into pi into r, it is only written as pi r L. Okay, that's how through unitary method also you can derive the formula for area of this sector. Okay, area of this sector is pi r L. Obviously, it implies curved surface area of this cone will be pi r L. Okay. Once again I will explain. When the total length of the circle, which we call circumference, when the total length of the circle is 2 pi L, then that circle's area is pi L square. For 1 unit of length, I am taking unitary method of this. For 2 pi L square is area. For 1 unit, pi L square by 2 pi L. On cancellation it gives L by 2. Since its area unit square I took. Now I don't have 1 unit, I have 2 pi r units of length of that arc of this circle. So the arc of this circle, big circle, is 2 pi r units. So for that, what would be area? So 2 pi r units sake, L by 2 units square to be multiplied by 2 pi r. So 2 pi r into L by 2 will give you pi r L units square, which is area of the sector. Okay, thus curved surface area of a cone is pi r L. Okay, now see children, moving on to the total surface area. What will be the total surface area? So total surface area of a cone, if you want to find out, so curved surface area plus area of the base. Why I am saying the base? Because it has only one base. So pi r L plus pi r square, where area of the base is pi r square as base radius is r. Now by taking pi r common, it becomes pi r of L plus r. This is the total surface area of a cone. You know, curved surface area of a cone you have already found as pi r L. From that we found TSA. Okay, I will summarize it, this thing, as a table. Okay, watch the table. Let me show you in next slide. Here is the curved surface area pi RL, or it can be written as pi R of, by substituting L value, you know L square equals to h square plus R square from the Pythagoras theorem. Thus L becomes square root of h square plus R square, that is substituted here. Either pi RL formula you can take, or pi R of root under h square plus R square formula we can take when L is not given. When h and R only given, then total surface area of a cone is pi RL plus pi R square, or pi R of L plus R. Either you can take this way. So with this we will go for solving two examples of this surface area of a cone. Example number 4. Find the curved surface area of a right circular cone whose slant height L is given already. Okay, L is given as 10 centimeter and base radius, that is R, is given as 7 centimeters. So straight away we can go for finding curved surface area using the formula pi RL. So 22 by 7 into 7 into 10, 7 get cancels, so 220 centimeter square is the curved surface area of this cone. Now moving on to the example number 5. Here the height of a cone h is given 16 centimeter, base radius 12 is given. Find the curved surface area of this cone and also total surface area of the cone. See children, here we are given height and base radius. That means I should find first slant height. So slant height can be found using the formula L square equals to h square plus R square. So L equals to root under 16 square plus 12 square, and solving it we will get 20 centimeter as the L value. Thus curved surface area is pi RL by substituting value of pi R and L. Pi 22 by 7 or 3.14 they have asked us to use. So 3.14 into 12 into 20 gives 753.6 centimeter square as a curved surface area, and total surface area is curved surface area plus pi R square. Thus 753.6 centimeter square plus 3.14 into 12 into 12, where base radius is R, 12 centimeter. So 12 into 12 into 3.14 will be 452.16. Adding it to the 753.6 will give you 1205.76 centimeter square. So this is how we solve the questions related to surface area of a cone. Here question number or example number 6 I am giving as a homework for you. Pause the screen, solve this question, and regarding volume of a cone and the problems on surface areas and volumes of cone will solve in our next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.